In recent years, people have started uploading their DNA to public websites with the hopes of discovering more information about their family history. One woman in Washington state did just that and uncovered a killer in her family tree. For 48 hours, Erin Moriarty has more on how science helped solve a double homicide cold case from more than 30 years ago.
Did you have any idea just what kind of story your DNA would tell?
I really didn't. I just had no inkling at all that there were secret relatives I didn't know about or mysteries to uncover.
When Chelsea Rustad uploaded her DNA on a public database, she never expected two police investigators would appear on her doorstep.
They let me know that they are investigating a family member of mine for murder, a double homicide from 1987. This was a person who was in my family tree.
For more than 30 years, investigators in Washington state have been trying to solve the murders of 18-year-old Tanya Van Cuylenborg and her 20-year-old boyfriend, Jay Cook.
It was probably the most horrendous unsolved case that we had.
Cold case detective Jim Scharf.
This was a person who was a real predator, and it was believed at the time that it was probably a serial killer or an ex-convict.
But the killer's identity remained a mystery until DNA evidence found on Tanya's pants was uploaded to the same website that contained Chelsea Rustad's DNA, enabling genetic genealogist CeCe Moore to identify the likely suspect in just 2 hours.
That's the power of genetic genealogy.
Did that name appear on any of the suspects' lists?
No, that name had never been across my desk, ever.
But did Scharf have the right man? Genetic genealogy has exposed a lot of secrets that people had hoped would remain secret.
Yes, oftentimes it's someone's deepest, darkest secret.
So Erin Moriarty joins us now to share more of her reporting. These, DNA cases are so fascinating. We know that the Golden State Killer was also identified using genetic genealogy, but how common is it now?
Well, I think this really is the crime solver tool right now. CeCe Moore, just alone, working with investigators, has already found unknown suspects in 160 cases just in the last 3 years. And it's also working very well in the John and Jane Doe cases, the missing, where they have remains, but they can't identify them, and they've been able to identify in 30 cases. So this is really a game changer in a lot of ways.
So what has surprised investigators the most about this case, Erin?
Well, and surprised us, too. So if you remember, Jim Scharf, the detective, said we were looking for a predator, and that's exactly what they were looking for. They thought that this suspect probably had a history, and if he didn't have a history, after he did kill this couple, he probably killed other people. So they were looking in CODIS, where you already have offenders, and nothing came up. So what's happening with this genetic genealogy is that it's kind of revealing a new kind of killer. Possibly a person who does it once, even this terrible type of crime, and never does it again. The suspect in this case did not have a criminal felony history. He lived really under the radar. He was a surprise to people. And so that's really what surprised, and it also kind of explains then, you're going to CODIS, why you're not finding the DNA in the federal databases.
You know, the thing about these DNA cases, though, is there is a little bit of an ick factor associated with privacy issues. You know, here you are just hoping to find out, a little bit of history about your family, and then you end up uncovering information about a complete stranger who, may have not expected this. Are there concerns about privacy?
Oh, there are a lot of concerns. And Anne-Marie, you know better than anybody because you did the Angie Dodge case, where initially they focused on someone who was related to the real killer. They hadn't found him yet. And because that individual had also done a movie about a murder, they looked at him. The real privacy concerns right now is that, so you've got this suspect in this case. He did not put his DNA on any database. He had 2 second cousins he had never met who did. And most of us can say, well, that's okay. You know, we don't mind using genetic genealogy to catch a killer. But many states have no regulations at all. So what if police started using this genetic genealogy to see if somebody was at a protest? You know, you left DNA somewhere, you left your umbrella with your DNA, and they track you down. That's a concern. And so I think at some point, as a community, we're going to have to decide how it can be used, and that just hasn't been done because I think this is also new.
Yeah, that's a fascinating point, Erin. Really looking forward to this story. Erin Moriarty, as always, we appreciate it. Thank you.